Imagine hanging out in the break room on a slow Tuesday afternoon. You're joking with a coworker with zero social pressure to be formal. In this comfortable setting, if you need to ask who someone is, you use a very specific word. This is dare, or dare, the standard everyday Japanese word you use with friends and people you know well. Dare is perfectly natural here. It's what you'd use with your family, your best friend, or a coworker you've known for years. But then your boss radios in. A VIP just walked through the front doors, and you have to sprint to the grand lobby. If you walk up to this high-status stranger and use that casual word, dare, to ask who they are, you've hit a social wall. It feels blunt and disrespectful, almost like greeting a CEO with, "Who are you, dude?" In Japanese, asking who isn't just about the person you're looking at. It's about reading the room and choosing a level of respect that fits the situation. This is where we need a polite upgrade. The word donata, or donata, still means who, but it has a built-in level of respect specifically for guests and superiors. The most direct way to ask a guest for their identity is simply donata desu ka? It's a clear, respectful way of asking, who is it? Donata acts like a normal noun, meaning you can combine it with small connecting words. For example, add no to ask donata no, or whose, respecting an umbrella's owner. Swap in ga to ask who is giving a speech, sounding professional. Using donata allows you to handle basic customer service and professional questions without the risk of sounding accidentally rude. However, using donata is like wearing a crisp tuxedo jacket. If you pair that formal jacket with old gym shorts, the outfit looks confusing. This is the wardrobe change rule. Formal words like donata demand equally polite sentence parts. The everyday phrase anohito clashes with donata. To fix this, use the polite version, anokata. Now the pieces lock together to create a respectful sentence. This rule also applies to how you end your sentence. Instead of plain verbs used with friends, you need polite endings like desu or masu. Japanese politeness isn't just about swapping a single word. It's about making sure every part of your sentence is working together in harmony. Now that you've started pairing these polite words together, you can greet guests and direct them through the lobby with a bit more confidence. But here's a final twist. A guest points toward your manager, your own boss, and asks you to identify who they are. This brings us to the in-group rule. In Japanese culture, you don't use polite words like donata to talk about your own circle, like your coworkers or family, when you're speaking to someone on the outside. So when talking to a guest about your own boss, you actually switch back to the standard dare or just use their name. It might feel backwards, but it's actually the natural choice. Let's look at the summary. Use donata for guests and strangers. Make sure the whole sentence matches that formal tone, and keep dare for friends and members of your own group. Choosing between dare and donata shows you understand who you are speaking to and where everyone stands in the room. It's a simple word that tells the listener you know exactly how to navigate the situation.